What's up, guys? It's Sasha here, back at it again with the Football Hub, and today I thought I would start a new series, which will be I'm going to build a big board for as many teams as I can. I don't think I'm going to get to all 32, but why not start with my favorite team, the New England Patriots? And big boards, for me, big boards aren't, well, just the 10 best players available. You have to combine draft position. So if this was just the 10 best players available, well, you're gonna have Lawrence, you're gonna have Sewell, and you're gonna have a guy like Zach Wilson, who I do hate, but I think you have to factor in draft position. So the Pats are picking at 15, and I'll get started with I think the number one guy on the draft board. He's third here, but a lot of mock drafts have had him slipping towards 8, 10, and I've seen a couple. I think it was Todd McShay who had him falling to 15. So Justin Fields has to be number one on the Patriots big board. I think he's an improviser. He's a great quarterback. I like him better than Zach Wilson, and so does the Draft Network also likes him better than Zach Wilson. But the consensus is that Wilson's better. I disagree. I think Fields is better. And if the Patriots if Fields somehow, by God's hand, falls to 15, then I think he has to be number one on the Patriots board. Number two, another quarterback, Trey Lance. Patriots need a quarterback bad. It's not Cam Newton. He's not the answer, obviously, if you watched him play at all. And Lance is a guy who, similar to Fields, I think he's more raw than Fields. He's bigger, and he can be a dynamic playmaker like a Josh Allen. That's my comp for for Lance. Fields, I think, is more of like a Dak Prescott, and give Lance to Josh McDaniels, Bill Belichick, see what they can do with him, and I think he can be a top quarterback in this league for the Patriots. At 3, it's interesting. The Pats have a lot of needs, right? You could go, well, receiver. I mean, these guys are going to be on the board. It's just they have Jalen Waddle at 4, which is, I mean, I don't think it's high, but I mean, the consensus is that he's lower. Wow, okay. Micah Parsons quite low. I think he's the best linebacker in this draft. I'd have Parsons at 3. Patriots need front 7 help, and they can get that with Micah Parsons, a guy who's 6'2", 245. Pats like their linebackers big. He's athletic. He can. I think in the league, I'm gonna do a prospect breakdown on him, so I don't want to spoil too much. But for a Pats comparison, reminds me of Gerard Mayo, a guy. The last time they were up this high, they did pick Gerard Mayo, and I think he'd be a really good fit if you can't get either of the quarterbacks. At 4, again, Kyle Pitts is high here, but I mean I think he's worth it. I go Kyle Pitts. You need a tight end. You need a Devin Asiasi and Dalton Keene, who is kind of assy-assy. Not kind of, is assy-assy. Didn't work out last year. Kyle Pitts is more than a tight end. He's a receiver. He can play out wide. He can play in line. And I think that overall, he'd be a good fit. Again, a great weapon that Josh McDaniels could use. He hasn't had someone like this since 2017 Gronk. And I think it's a great fit. And then at 5, it gets kind of interesting. Well, you look here at the overall board. Again, Waddle's high at 4, but I'm going to put Waddle there. And then at 6, I'll put his receiver pal, Devontae Smith. Again, Smith is, I think, going to be ranked higher on most boards, but Waddle is a much more realistic possibility. I don't think Devontae Smith's going to fall, but I could see Waddle falling to 15, absolutely. And they need a dynamic playmaker, and both of those guys would work for the Patriots at 15. I think this is a little bit of a twist, but in a hypothetical scenario, I like that word, Patrick Surtain, J.C. Jackson's a free agent, Patriots and Stephon Gilmore had a contract dispute. If Surtain's at 15, I could absolutely see the Patriots go with him. Son of a former NFL player, he's an absolute stud. I could easily see that being a fit. At 8, I don't like this, but I'm going to... it's too early for Mac Jones. At 8, I'm going to go with... No, not... Where's Kwity Paye? Am I blind? Oh, there he is. Okay, there we go. Kwity Paye. Patriots in front 7. Team him up with... I don't know if... They definitely play together. Him and Chase Winovich, team them up. and get yourself a good edge defender. You need that. You need someone who can play both the pass and the run like Kwity Paye. And I think this is not a great fit. It's a good fit. And then at 9, I think some would say Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. They have someone like that in Kyle Duggar, who we took first 37th overall last year. Again, he's a good fit. I don't think Owusu-Koramoah is going to work. Tooney and Andrews are both free agents. I could see Vera Tucker fitting in. Oh God. Okay, who am I going to go with here? I think Patriots could use. Jesus, I don't know. I'll give him Mac Jones. I think Mac Jones works. They don't. Patriots don't love mobile quarterbacks. I know they had a mobile quarterback last year in Cam Newton, but that was really outside of the mold. And I think Mac Jones would fit what the Patriots want to do. I don't like him 15th overall, but if you trade down, then maybe I think Mac Jones works. And then finally, at the number 10 spot, I'll put, again, I don't really think this is a realistic possibility, but I'll go Rashawn Slater. Pats could use a tackle. Isaiah Wynn, they're going to have to make a decision whether they want to pick up his fifth-year option. I probably would. I think he's really good. He just cannot stay healthy. And then if you draft Slater, kick Wynn inside, and you can play Slater at left tackle and re-sign Andrews, and then the line looks like Slater, Wynn, Andrews, Mason, and then Onwenu at right tackle. I think that's a damn good O-line, and I really think Slater could fit with the Patriots. Well, thank you guys for watching. I was hoping my next video would be the prospect breakdown on Parsons, but I mean it's taken longer than I expected. So that should come out, I hope, by next week. If not, if that keeps being a struggle to make that, I'll probably make another video. I know I didn't do a Carson Wentz reaction because I don't really give a shit about Carson Wentz, but I'll probably have to say something. I'll fit in right here. Good trade for the Colts. I don't love the trade for the Eagles. I know they could get a first next year, but considering all they were pumping, oh yeah, we want 2 firsts, we're gonna get 2 firsts. I think it was a little underwhelming. I like trade for the Colts. Reunite Wentz and Reich, and overall, good trade for the Colts. But thank you guys for watching. I will see you next time, and that's it. Peace.